Nice job there on special teams. As he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Come on now, let's go. There's 5-2.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Great 15, great 15. Run. 82, 82.
And he's not even going to come close to picking. Up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
These two.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Scott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
82, 82, 82, 82.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Scott. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive, got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the ball.
Wentz now to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Wentz to the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A Philadelphia first down. Wentz finding Matthews. They go play action here on first down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black, come on. 82, 82.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz now on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Focus. Single, there's a... Gotta go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ryan Shazier in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Lion. Come on.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Man open left side is Brown. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
4 down.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically they script.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following following the fumble recovery. It's Roethlisberger. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Come on now. Come on now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's it. 81.
On 1st down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this 1st half as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And an alley to run. run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Switch. Monday. 58 Mike, 58 Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was now...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Run.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
3 down. Kings. Quarter. Check right. Squirrel. Check right, 27. Check right.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw that side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Back now in Pittsburgh. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
81. Lefty.
Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. Airs this out from... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
4 down.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry for James Conner. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Ayy, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop